straight. Yeah.
My brothers don't. My brother don't understand that, man. I put him in the studio a couple times. Niggas like, man, I want to do my shit over, man. That shit was so real. I'm like,
What was you saying about the Death Row chain now?
Good.
Speak on it, Bob.
I'm just saying, man, it was all real, man. You know what I'm saying? You know, Simon gave me the chain. You know what I'm saying? I in all reality, represent the East Coast with Death Row. But then, you know, shit started happening.
That's the
Video
craziest shit.
You know what I'm
we
saying?
had a ball.
I mean, it was fun.
I don't give a fuck.
Did
We
niggas
had a
step to you on that?
ball.
Man, had to be like the funnest. What was it? 2 years, 2 years,
Oh,
3
no
years.
question.
Like 3 to 4.
Funnest
No, the
2-year
first
run.
one. I ain't gonna lie.
You know. Now we just got to recreate that shit on
That's
a positive note.
That's all.
You know
That's
what
all,
I mean?
man.
Yeah.
Positive.
Well, my whole thing is, man, in terms of Dr. Dre and Kurupt, first of all, y'all set this off historically, you know, in terms of taking it back to the ghetto, in terms of taking it back to the realness of what the ghetto is really all about. That was Death Row. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because before that, man, I was on some simp shit, man. I was in the hood, man, ready to gang bang and all loving bitches. When I got with Dr. Dre and the homies, nigga, they told a nigga, fuck a bitch. That was the key to the game.
Get your
Yeah,
money,
fuck
man.
that bitch. Get your money, man.
Joe.
You don't love neither one of these
money.
stankies.
Why do you think Death Row blew up the way it did? I mean, why did people gravitate toward it so strongly? I mean, first of all, worldwide. Why did it happen like that?
First of all, I think it was the music. You know what I mean?
In the story.
The
There you
music,
go.
the
There you
music
go.
came off like
There you
bam,
go.
and then, you know, there were characters built from the music.
Right, exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
You had Snoop.
Exactly.
He came out of that shit, and
Exactly.
Snoop is a fucking character. He's
Right,
just-
exactly, yeah.
He gets up there and he does his thing.
Right,
You know what I'm
exactly,
saying? You had the
exactly.
Dog Pound. They came out of it. You know
That's
what I
right.
mean?
That's right.
And everybody has their own shit. Nobody
right.
sounds like the next man
That's
or
right.
anything like
That's
that.
right.
And it was just like, it was a mystique about the whole shit because,
Exactly.
you know, it was just like a bunch of crazy motherfuckers that got together and started a business, started some shit that anybody out there could do. You know what I mean?
Right, right.
And most importantly, it was the forefathering that was the key, which was
Absolutely.
this man right here,
No question.
NWA, man, the legends of
question.
California.
No question.
See, they set our whole mentality.
No
The
question.
mentality was the key, the subject
No
matter,
question.
and what you talked about. Dr. Dre added something that a lot of artists don't have, and that's why they don't do what we
And
did
what is that thing
as
he had?
guidance.
You know, for me, it was just like, I feel
It's
like
Dr. Dre from NWA, cuz! Express yourself, nigga.
I felt like I had some shit
I
to
can always
prove.
spit the real.
I feel like I had some shit to prove because right at that time I had just left Ruthless. I broke up with Easy and shit. So everybody was like, "Oh, he ain't gonna be able to do shit without NWA."
Right.
So I just took all that shit that everybody was saying and took it and put that shit in the tracks.
All that
I put
feeling, all
my
that
aggression-
frustration.
Yeah, I put all my aggression in the tracks and what I was doing. I couldn't take no shorts.
Right.
And that's what I'm gonna do for the Chronic 2000, for the up and coming. You know what I
Exactly.
mean?
Exactly.
Everything I do from here out.
Exactly. Now, tell me a little bit of something. What's that all about, the Chronic 2000? I mean, how does that, if it doesn't differ, how do you push the envelope? Because with Chronic, you push the envelope so far that people are just filling your footsteps right now. They're still trying to figure out what you're doing right now. Now, how many years ago was that?
That was 92. It came
Damn
out-
near 10 years ago. Damn near a decade ago. You set almost a decade ago. You set the sound for what's going on now.
Right,
How
for
are
me-
you gonna push the envelope again?
For me, it's like this. I can't go in the studio in the frame of mind like, okay, I'm gonna top the first Chronic, anything like that. I'm just gonna go in and do my thing. And I have the same frustration that I had when I was doing the first album because there's a lot of people out there talking shit about, oh, he ain't gonna be able to do it again. Oh, he's falling off. I ain't falling off shit, but diving boards, straight up. You know what I'm saying?
I like that. I like that.
I'm just gonna go in there and do my
He's the greatest
thing.
producer of all times because
No
he
doubt.
do more than just make a beat. He completes the project. See, I seen the difference. I seen a person who can make a bomb beat, man. The beat's out of this world, but they don't complete it.
Yeah, it's a difference between
It's a
making
difference.
making beats and producing. You
Yes,
know what I'm
it
saying?
is. Yes, it is.
I go in and I produce. I like try to like, you know, even show the artist a little bit about doing interviews and shit like that.
Guidance.
You know what I'm
Exactly.
saying? Because 9 times out of 10, they don't know what the fuck is going on out there,
Right, exactly.
or know how to present themselves in front of a camera or what have you.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So I just take the whole project and turn it into a project.
Well,
I
how did
damn
you
near
how
did.
did you learn, man? You're the first guy with even before the Chronic with the DOC. how did you learn how to put together sounds that don't normally go with music? Soundscapes, gunshots, sirens,
I'm still,
all of that.
I don't know.
mean, what is that about? Where'd
I'm
that
still
come
trying
from?
to figure it out. You know what I think it is? Straight up, I wanna get more into directing. You know, and
So it's visual.
yeah,
You
my
being
whole shit is
cinematic.
trying to put a visual on the record. You know,
Okay.
I want you to almost see what's going on.
I want to set
Exactly.
the record straight. Who was the first people to ever take an album and make like 15 damn near different pots of money from one project? Who was the first?
I would have to say Death Row, man.
Yeah,
I would have to say.
that
Who was the first guy to do skits?
Who?
yeah.
in
We
hip-hop?
took one album,
In
man.
hip-hop.
We made a movie off of one song.
One song, Murder
We-
Was the Case.
Yeah.
A whole album.
Dr. Dre and Snoop.
fucking movie.
Yeah.
Whole.
It was
We
an
made
event.
3 pots of money off of one album.
It
We
was
made
an
an
event.
album, then made a mini movie,
Right.
then made us a separate album.
That's right.
Now we gotta do that shit again.
Exactly.
question.
man.
Once again,
No
it's
question.
We even
all-
did it with What Would You Do off What Would You Do? We put on a song on a soundtrack called Natural Born Killers.
Absolutely.
Then we took that same song and made it like the second single off of Murder Was the Case.
Absolutely.
You understand?
It's
And got us a
amazing.
video no matter what because it affected the West so much, which all came from guidance.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's why I told my office and every place, I said, you know what? Now that I'm doing my own thing, you know, I got my own label with my homeboy Joseph Marone, the CEO of the company. I'm the president now. I don't want to do anything without Dr. Dre.
And I'm
because
fucking with you.
he's my guidance.
No doubt, I'm
Period.
fucking with you.
Without
I'm saying,
him, I
I'm
feel
saying that on
lost.
tape. You know,
Bitch!
we gonna get in and we gonna get down. We gonna make some shit happen.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
You know what's interesting to me? I'm a guy who's from New York, from the East Coast. Box is a guy who's from the East Coast. My man is from the East Coast, Kurupt, did time and did his thing in LA, both places. We all here, getting along, we doing our thing, you know. So everything else is garbage as far as I'm concerned. It's not where you are, it's who you are.
Yeah, because I'm a
Yeah,
proven
you know what
fact
I'm
of that.
saying?
I'm a proven fact of that because I did a song with a particular guy who made something that affected my area where I was at in the West Coast. I made a song called New York, New York, which affected the East. And I made a song with a guy who made a song called LA, LA, which affected the West.
Right.
And right now we are the closest of friends.
Noriega.
Absolutely.
So it goes to
Yeah.
show you, man, it's nothing but bullshit!
Yeah.
That's all it
yeah,
is, man.
yeah.
Because, you know, actually, I mean, when Dre came out, I mean, Flash and everybody, they have much love and respect because for some
question.
fact is this. They just say, Dre just took it to a different level
No
that
question.
we was like,
No question.
Flash was like, oh shit.
And made it better for everybody.
Yeah.
Flash just sat back like, oh shit, do you hear what's coming out
Yeah.
of this shit?
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
We
was
got
like,
Dr. Dre in
oh, man.
Philadelphia.
Yeah, that used to be
Yeah.
the funniest shit to me, man. How, you know, we would make records and all the New York records would get played where we were from, but we would never get any play in New York. So
Right.
we were just like, okay, fuck it, we just gonna do the fly shit we can do.
That's it.
If niggas ain't feeling it, fuck it. And
Right.
we went and did our thing and shit blew. Actually, we sold more
In New
more
York,
Chronic
oh.
albums in New York than
In
we
New
did in
York.
LA.
But that's what I was getting ready to say.
New York, dude.
When G thing hit, man, that's all you heard uptown in Harlem.
Right.
Bumping out of
Come on.
every young scrambling
Snoop,
kid's
everybody
car,
wanted
man.
to be like
That's
that.
a man.
Hey,
They
that
because you
is
know what?
day,
Because
day.
you know what? Because hustler music is universal. It goes back to the Mac.
hustler
It
in
goes
every
back
town.
to Superfly. It goes back to Shaft. All of that 70s music has no coast to it. It's just good
Nah,
music,
it's
man.
It's just, as long as it's that shit. It's the same shit, man. The niggas just talk different.